Good evening. I'm going to speak to you tonight on a topic that hits close to home in both my personal and professional life, and it's the education that our children are receiving in grades K through 12 and real life concepts and practice. So the basics. They are no longer being taught cursive writing in school, and I do not agree with this. I mean, for one, how are they even supposed to learn how to sign their name? That is kind of an important thing that they have to do throughout their life. They're no longer teaching analog clocks. I also don't agree with this. Not everything is digital, and I think children should be taught how to be able to read both types of clocks. Calculators. Anymore, calculators are used in everything. Children no longer have to work the problems out. They draw pictures. It doesn't make any sense to me, and it doesn't teach them how to do math in their heads. They'll need to know that as they are older, and in the real life, you don't always have a calculator available. You should be able to count out change in your head, know if you're getting the right change back. And problem solving skills. Now, everything is, let's Google it, YouTube it. They're not being taught how to figure things out for themselves, and that is something that affects both their personal life when they get older and their job life. You can't really have a job, especially in customer service, where you cannot problem solve. Participation versus achievement. Participation awards are given out for everything anymore, and there's nothing there for achievement. You either participate or you didn't participate. There's nothing that says, oh, you accomplished a goal. There's a lack of emphasis on that. They don't set goals because they don't have anything to achieve from that goal. Everybody gets an award. There's no winners, there's no losers, there's nothing teaching them any competitiveness, team effort, good sportsmanship, because everybody gets an award because everybody participated. We need to have, and children need to know, that there are winners, there are losers, there's times that we achieve what we set out to do, and there's times that we fail. And they need to be taught how to deal with both, how to be a good sportsman when you win something, and how to be a good loser, how to come back from that, how to work hard to reach your goal, to achieve something, and be proud of the fact when you do finally achieve it, how good that feels. And entitled versus deserve. This is something that I am seeing everywhere. They think they're entitled to things in life. Not that they have to work hard and deserve them. They need to put in the time, the effort, in order to achieve what they want out of life. It's not going to be given to them. Life skills that I believe should be taught in K through 12, definitely in the high school setting. Budgeting, checking accounts, home loans, credit counseling, investments. These are all things that especially teenagers need to know before they graduate from high school and are out on their own. How do they create a budget? What is a checking account? What do you do with a checking account? How do you manage a checking account? What are the different terms for checking accounts? Home loans. I'm 40 years old and still don't know how to do a home loan. Or investments. Credit counseling is something that I had to learn the hard way. I think that these are things that our children should be taught before being put out into the real world to get a job and be on their own and not know how to maintain. And then there's the job skills. This is something I am seeing more and more as an employer walk through my door. Inappropriate dress. Nobody seems to know how to dress for an interview anymore. I think that's something that should be taught, especially in high school. Interviewing. They don't know how to interview as well. I have actually had people pull out their cell phones, start text messaging their friends while we're in the middle of an interview. That shows me that you're not even involved in the conversation about getting a job at my place of employment. So why should I hire you? Work ethics. That's another thing. They're not being taught work ethics. They come out of school and they believe, oh, well, my teachers, they let me turn things in late. I was able to be late to class. I was able to do this. I was able to do that. They think that that works in the real world, and it doesn't. I am seeing more and more people their personal life is more important than their job. They show up late. They leave early. They're not doing the things that they're supposed to be doing. They're not being taught the importance of what a job is. And again, the basic money skills. I have got people applying for jobs and getting jobs, and they don't even know how to count back change. They cannot do the math in their head because they were never made to in order to count back change. This is a major thing when you work in an industry where you have cash dealings every day. You need to know if people are giving you the right change, if you're giving back the right change, how to count that back without a calculator or without a phone or without the computer. Those are things that I think that children should be taught before they are let out of school and into the real world. And in conclusion, I just think that we have some work to do for our youth, and I think it should be done both at home and in the school setting. Have a good night.